Hello friends, Randy Sala here, and I just want to give you some help on how you should go about writing and submitting your written projects for this course, since they are the major grade that we have. So as I come into the Unit 1 Business Environment, your first one, and we go down and look at the project, here we go. We're just going to go ahead and click that project right there. And this tells me everything that I need right now. Monday, June 8th, it's due by 11 p.m. It's worth 200 points, so yes, it's very big. Some of the instructions right in here, I want to make you aware that your papers do go through SafeAssign, okay? And you will get a report, and it will tell you if there's any citations that you need or if it looks like anything else that's on the internet. And if this was an English class, if you've taken one, it would say if your project has 10% or more, then you'll have to rewrite your paper or get an F. Now, I know that this is a little bit different than an English class, so I'm going at 50%. If you have a 50% greater match, my friends, then you will need to rewrite parts of your assignment or receive a failing grade for plagiarism. And so get the SafeAssign report, look at it, and basically this really nails anyone who is trying to copy and paste from the internet or from somebody else, and it will show up. So, we do need to be able to research and reference correctly, because I know many of you are going on for other classes and of course other degrees. So as I come in here and I want to look at my business environment, I click that and I will get to my page right up in here. I also need to reiterate, everything needs to be done in either a Microsoft Word or a PDF file. So if you're using Google Docs, and many students think that Google Docs is something they can send to me, that's not something you can send. It has to be exported into a PDF or a Word file for this class. So don't send me a Google Docs link, you'll just get a 0. Please don't put it in a RTF file or a Word text. That is horrifying. There's no place in the business world. You certainly would not send your project to an executive vice president that you're working for in that format. You're saying, well, I don't have this type of software. If you're using Pages and you're using a Mac, I'm using a Mac, I have Pages, but you can easily convert that, export that to a PDF. And if you go to our home page, right there we give you Microsoft Office. For PC or Mac, you can get both. This is a free service. You utilize your TCC ID, actually your TCC email. That was the whole Microsoft One login. And they will set you that up, and you'll get that downloaded to your computer. And I believe you can get that on to up to at least 2 different devices, possibly 3, but you only need 1. And we've got your Microsoft Word covered. So that is a great deal. Take advantage of that. So yes, they must be Microsoft Word or a PDF file. As you click this, you will get your assignment. Okay? And so these are 11 questions. Like I say, if you could do 2 a day, you're not going to have a problem on this. If you wait till June 8th, the last day to do it, it's not going to be very fun at all. And you're not going to get a very good grade either, because I can tell things that are just rushed. So, these are not one answer questions. These are short answer format. And I'm going to go over that with my beautiful grading rubric that I have provided for you. So again, I've actually got them for you as fast as possible. You're going to find this answer in chapter 1. You're going to find these answers right here in chapter 2, which is business and economics. So it's a pretty big part of this class. All right. This is a conceptual question. What do you consider the most important economic challenge that we will face in the United States in the next 10 years? Yeah, wow. What we're in right now, this pandemic, is certainly the most important economic challenge. So how are we going to create a lot of jobs, my friends? And again, you put in your insight what you would do to make that happen, to reduce our debt, to the inequality of wealth. There's so many things. This is your personal answer right in here. 6 strategies for reaching global markets. Well, I've just listed them for you right there. You'll find that chapter 3, chapter 4. So, and this is in the And this may be in the back on disruptive technologies, but I think disruptive technologies is something that you really want to research on the internet, because these are technologies that disrupt the marketplace and creates an entirely different product, service, and it creates new jobs as well. So make sure in life that if your industry that you work in can be disruptive, what can you do to survive that disruption? So here are the instructions right in here. Again, I want you, everyone is forewarned, you need to read the grading rubric guide for your business projects. Okay, has to be a minimum of 1,200 words. Okay, less is not automatically failing, but I say more is better, and I'm going to shoot you right in here, shoot you the link to tell you how to get the best grade for your papers. So you get to choose that. When you save your project, please put your name, Project One Business Environment. So I would do, there's my name, Project One Business Environment. I get stuff that says text, document one. Again, this makes it so much more easier for me to find your grade, your project, give you the credit that you deserve. Okay? Again, assume that you would send this to a senior VP of the organization that you would like to be employed. All right, that's the type of quality that would go into it. And again, if you could answer, questions a day here, I'll change that up real quick. This was for a longer semester, but you really need to do 2 or 3 questions a day. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine on that. Now, here's the grading rubric. Read through this, okay? Because I'm not going to, saying I didn't know about it when I look at your paper and it has no formatting whatsoever. I'm trying to help you best I can. Again, the advisory committees that I serve on, employers automatically say, when we ask them, what do any type of college graduate, no matter where they graduate from, what are they lacking? And it's communication skills, and the number one is writing skills. We're getting emails that make no sense, that don't have proper documentation, have no subject line. We're getting reports that are just very, very shoddy. And so here we go. We're trying to get, help propel your career that you're already in or that you're going in towards. So, all right, it must have a title page. Your work has to have a title page. If it doesn't, who knows whose is it? All right, title of your work, include your name, answer. Want you to use headings. And so if we go right back here, all right, the business environment, free market system, okay? You can list out that question or you can use your heading right in there, the 4 forms of competition. Bulleted answers, okay? Short paragraph answers. Again, 1 sentence answers. Well, you'll never get to 1,200 words, so you're not going to pass. We want you to write that in here. Paragraph in business writing. Again, I don't think our English department, and I love our English professors, they're good friends, but they don't really prepare a student for writing in a career setting. You should never exceed 6 sentences in business writing. You need to use either 1 to 1.5 spacing. Do not use double spacing, and let me repeat that. Do not use double spacing, which you would do in an English essay. We're not doing that. It needs to be very easy to read. I need to be able to find your answers. The VP that you're sending your project towards to get funding, it needs to be very accessible and say, okay, I know exactly what Randy's asking for, and I think we can work with him. If it's a traditional paper that looks like one giant paragraph, what's the probability of a VP and executive looking at it? Very little to none. 11 to 12 point text. That's your body text. 14 to 16 for your headings. I have too many students trying to use 14 to 16 on their body text. You read through a 1,200 word essay with 14 text, 16 text, 18 text. You can't. It's too grueling. It makes it very difficult and unpleasant to read. And I do take off marks, and hardcore, all right? Because we've got to get you ready for the workforce. Grammar and syntax, yes, I do look at it, all right? All right, utmost professionalism, punctuation, spelling. Yeah, come on, absolutely, absolutely. Now, we all do have writing centers to help you in this area. Now, we are going through a very strange time. I do believe they are open. I believe you can email your work to them to get a second look. Please let a person in your family do that, okay, or your friend, but just go over it with a different set of eyes and make it look good. Citing your sources, okay. textbook cited. Anything that you would need to cite from a website or that you take has to have a citing. So please do that. If not, it's plagiarism. And of course, retweeting. Well, wait a second. I just took stuff from the internet. I copied it, but I did cite it. Well, you can do that, but it's plagiarism. I mean, a lot of people do that, and it's still plagiarism. You need to rewrite this in your own words. Okay? All you need to do is a little bit of research, rewrite in your own words. You're going to be in good shape. All right? You really are. How do I grade? Well, now that's what it needs to look like. Here's the rubric. You know, once in a while, we want to get that easy B. And I can remember in college too, saying, you know what, I got such a big load going on right now. I got classes, I got work. I wouldn't mind just a B right now. If that's what you want, here's what you do. Answer every question with proper formatting, grammar, spelling, and syntax with at least 1,200 words for the total project. Each question is answered, 1,200 words, you should get an 80. B. That's a fine grade in the college level system. Okay? Again, don't write 2 questions with 1,200 words and say, hey, I guess I'm done. That's an F. All right? You need to answer all 11 questions in project 1. Well, that's 100 questions. That's 100 words a question. So, you got that. I want better. I want more. I want an 85. Okay, great. Same thing. Good formatting, proper formatting, spelling, syntax. Every question answered. Total project is 1,700 words. You got yourself an 85. Those who want an A, fantastic. Same. For a 90, 2,200 words. All right, so that's now 200 words per question, which is not a lot. It really isn't. I want a 95. All right, great. We always have students who want that, and fantastic. Same. All questions, excellent research, really good research, formatting, spelling. I mean, it's got to look top notch. Needs that wow factor in there. When I look like, oh wow. All right. Minimum word count, 2,600 words. Minimal effort, if you go under 1,200 words, you receive minimal grades. I mean, now we're in the C range and well under, I have some students who send 500 or 600 words in. That's pretty much an F. I mean, that's half of the 1,200, okay? So, that's not what we're going for in this class. I've taken out the quizzes. I've taken out a lot of stuff here just to get this class going. So there we go. Again, if it doesn't look really good, the business world doesn't accept that. And so again, we need to really help you work on the writing for your career. Now, okay, here's a great example of excellent research formatting. I'm just taking one question that the student did. Okay, this is from my personal finance class. There's your title page. Good. It said Project 3, Investments. They put prepared for me. That's perfectly fine. Prepared by a great student, John Doe. There it was. And then this is their first answer. Okay. Components of risk. This is in investments. You see how we have bulleted paragraphs. To me, real quickly, that's pleasing to read. Oh, business failure risk. Okay. Oh, market risk. And then we've got bulleted paragraphs, bullets within the paragraph. Again, we're not going over 6 sentences in here. And it makes it very easy to read. I can read through that very fast, and I can get to the answer, and so can a corporate vice president. All right? Now, I always have someone comes into class. I've been working in the corporate world for 25 years. I never had to do this. Well, congratulations. Okay? You're excellent at your work. Fantastic. But this is the way it needs to be done. Great. Now, they cited the book. That's the main text they used, all right? And that's good enough for me right there. There's your textbook citation in there. If there had been different websites, I did have to pare this down. That they had like 10 different references for the entire paper. So it just gives you a little something to look at. Now, we're going to come all the way back. You've got it, okay? You got your thing done. You got your project done. How do you submit it? So, you do not do a write submission. You do not text submission this. Okay? All right? When you do, you're going to have to hit this. You're going to have to agree to set. You don't have to put in this, but to the global reference database. But it's going to be checked out through there. So I'm going to browse my computer. All right, and I am going to go back in here. Okay, and I'm going to find one of my papers. All right, and you do this just as you're doing an email, okay? And so I'll go through and let's just say I'm going to go ahead and hit this chapter, this assignment right in here. It's just a file, all right? And now I'm linked into it, I've attached it, and I'm going to submit it. Now, for me, it won't let me assign my own paper to my own class. Why? I don't know. But this tells me that something went wrong. So make sure yours is green. Green will say your assignment has been saved. This is double protection right here. It protects me, it protects you. Okay? You can say, hey, I got it, and this is how it's in here. It said it was saved, and I can see your file as well. So versus saying an email had the problem of, well, I sent the email and maybe it went to a junk mail that I have. So that is how we do it. Now, let's say you did the wrong file. Oh my gosh, I put the wrong file in there. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You can simply go right back in there. I have it done. You have as many times as you need to. Okay, so please go back in, find it again. All right, but go right back in there and do it. And then you can write in a comment right here, I'm sending the correct file. Please disregard the first one. And again, do the same thing, and you've got your nice little green folder in here. I've had students in the past that have submitted it because they just didn't think it ever went in like 10 times, and then it gets really strange. I will grade the last assignment that you popped in there. That's the one I'm going to grade. I'm not going to look through all 10 of them. And again, just do your due diligence, make sure you got the right file, but if you make a mistake, I understand. Put it in there and put a comment. Please, disregard the first one, was not the right assignment. That is it. That is how you are going to do your assignments and upload them. I hope that gives you some clarity, all right, some instruction right there of what you should be writing, and I'm looking forward to reading your great work. Make it a great day.